up, my guys? We are back. This is the Juice Box. This episode is proudly brought to you by SONUTS for Donuts.
Yeah.
They are a donut truck company in the Wheeling and Ohio Valley area. They kind of go all over the place in the Ohio Valley. And they have been so kind enough to give us a bunch of donuts to try tonight. They gave us 7 different flavors, and a little later we're going to taste all of them, and we're going to say which one is our favorite. So I'm very excited to try these donuts. I have not eaten dinner yet. I specifically saved my hunger to eat these donuts. They look delicious. I know you guys can't see them from where you're sitting, but we'll be sure to post some pictures so you can see them. Big Czar is not here tonight, so Harry is in his seat. So I will send this one to Harry by saying, Harry, what's up?
What's up? I don't know if I've ever been more excited for a start to an episode.
I agree. I am very excited. Just staring at these donuts, my mouth is watering. They look delicious.
I 100% agree, and I'm not going to lie to you boys. Being on this side of the table is throwing me off. Feel like I can't see you guys, and I don't know which way to look. Yeah. So first and foremost, I just want to shout out SONUTS for Donuts. Very, very kind gesture. Very, very kind thing to do. Just local businesses, supporting local businesses, and I'm just so happy that they pulled up for us. Looking forward to trying these donuts and just looking forward to stuffing my face full of great sweets. Sweet treats. Let's go, baby.
I agree. Before we get started on just stuffing our faces, how was everybody's week this week? Anything going on? You know, how was everyone's week?
So basically, the week was great. I feel like I can completely understand where Harry was coming from in terms of where the NASCAR race was amazing. I'm sure your I guess like tailgating experience and environment experience was probably better because I know Dega is like a kind of like a destination type thing, but we were just so shocked. First time going to a NASCAR race, it was very cool. They had they did a good job including all ages. Like they had kids bouncies and cool things for kids to do. Booths were set up. You could win free stuff. They had sick cars everywhere, merch everywhere. We got to see Nelly. Like they had a Nelly concert before the race. It was fucking awesome. So, really the highlight of my week was going to the race, and truly I'll let JT explain that a little more because he is the one that picked the driver and he can get more into that.
Well, guess what? I have breaking news about that.
Oh, wow.
So I'm just going to say it on the pod. I don't think Barstool Sportsbook is going to flag me by listening to our podcast.
You never know.
I didn't get to make the bet myself, okay? And I had someone make the bet for me. And I didn't realize until we got back that he bet on the wrong race.
No fucking way.
Way.
No.
What race did he bet on?
The qualifying race the day before.
Oh my God. So wait, this is a predicament that I was in, like with Brady. So are you upset? Did you demand a refund?
No,
what are you doing?
Yes, I was upset. I'm not demanding a refund, you know. He didn't have to do it for me.
Are you going to throw anybody under the bus?
Honest mistake. No, I'm not. Yes, I was upset, but you know what? I wasn't that upset because it was a great time.
Agreed.
You know, I had as my first NASCAR race, it was a great memory. You know, looking back, it's like, okay, like I could have won some money, but I didn't. That doesn't take away from the enjoyment I had of the pure exhilaration of that final few laps of that race.
Yeah, can you explain it as if you hit the bet? Like you're
well, I'm still hype about it. So our guy, like, he raced very well. Christopher Bell, I'm a fan for life now. He's my guy just because of that whole turn of events. So he started off in 8th. He stayed around 7th and 8th the entire race. I don't mean a little bit. I mean the whole race. To be honest, it was a pretty uneventful race for the most part. And this is where it gets crazy. So Chase Elliott, the race is almost over. There's like 8 or so laps to go. Right, Jake, you think?
Yeah, I
Around
believe
there.
it was 6.
He was like 5 whole seconds in front of everyone. Like no one was
And
catching.
he won Talladega as well.
Yeah, nobody was catching him. Like everyone knew, like, okay, like this is literally his race. Like it's kind of over. But then there was a mysterious caution flag that came up, and it was because a sign flew out onto the track,
We're not putting tinfoil hats on, but if we were, this is what we would say.
and it's actually crazy because it makes you really wonder, like, is there some collusion involved? Like this dude easily is his because it was uneventful.
Is NASCAR scripted?
No.
Because
But like,
regardless if Chase Elliott won or lost,
But
he
it's like-
already qualified for
yeah,
the
I
playoffs.
think there needed to be some electricity to the race. So they're like, okay, we're gonna call it caution, which I was happy about it. So they called a caution, and they got started again. In the first turn, all freaking madness broke loose. Like there was because the Roval is like a bunch of turns. Did you watch it at all?
Some of it, yeah.
So there's a bunch of. It's not just your oval.
Right.
It's like a bunch of turns. So every turn on that first lap after the caution, there was a wreck.
It was
Every
awesome.
single turn, and our guy made it through. Okay, and then there ended up being another caution, and our guy was in second now. And then they started it back up, and Kevin Harvick was in first. They started it back up,
And big Jer's hollering at us through the phone.
yeah,
He's like, "This is it." He's like, "Your guy's gonna get this."
yeah. And on the first turn after the caution, our guy cuts in front of Kevin Harvick and takes first place. And there's like 3 laps to go, and then he stayed in first and won. And it
Nice.
was
Electric.
It was
Electric
banana land.
factory.
it was
was
very,
banana land.
yes, it was a great experience
Because we were literally in the very last row. We were all the way at the top. It's my favorite seat in the house view-wise. Worst seat in the house to rock a piss. But for moments like that, I wouldn't have wanted to sit anywhere else.
Right, yeah.
Because you could see everything.
yeah.
Because, Talladega, like, it's a much bigger track, and plus we were in the front row.
Okay.
You can't see anything.
Yeah. Well, see, yeah. Like I didn't even.
I
didn't
really
think about.
yeah.
That.
For
I
the
mean,
vibes and, like, it's fun, but at the same time, you can't
I'm
see
not gonna
anything.
lie, I really liked being in the top row.
I loved it.
It was a bitch to walk to, but
We were
once-
hungover though. That was our fault. That was our mistake
Yeah,
early on.
but-
You'll have that.
Yeah, you will. You'll have that on these big jobs, But no, overall, 10 out of 10, great time. I have been, but now it has solidified that I'm a NASCAR guy for life. Great,
Love to hear.
great experience. It's just it's a whole event. I mean, I know you were there, like Talladega, which was probably 10 times more that, but
It was great.
just from whole event, they got trucks and all this fun stuff. So great time. If you guys ever get a chance to go to a NASCAR race, I highly suggest it.
And shout out your buddy Joey Sharpski. Great idea. We're gonna have the Juice
Shout out,
Box
Joe.
live from Talladega.
I agree.
Great idea.
I mean, imagine
if people can build bars in the infield, we can build
Easily.
a studio.
Easily.
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine doing a 9 a.m. show the next day, hungover every single day.
Yeah.
Like a college game day, except
Yeah.
NASCAR game day.
Oh,
Bro,
I'm
hold
so
up.
down.
Wait,
I
hold on
know.
a second.
I think that's
We
a
might
great
have
idea.
to cut this part out before someone steals our idea, because that
True.
sounds incredible.
No, but it's on record.
yeah,
So if somebody tries to steal the record, we want to keep it timestamped.
bro, that's
It's ours.
actually like the most brilliant thing we've ever come up with. I think.
Because like you just said, whoever, I think JT said it, if they can build bars, we can figure out in a 1-day time how to build some kind of cool studio that embraces everything of
bro,
Talladega.
this is electric. I love this.
Maybe that, dude. Honestly, I'm cool with just basically saying I'm cool to hold off to that being our first live show. I don't need to do any other live
Yeah,
shows than
I
that.
agree.
Because that is the live show of live shows.
Yeah,
Because you
literally.
have no idea what's going to happen there.
You have no idea. People could walk up. They could call us pussies. Like we could get it all on camera. Like, or they could walk up drunk, give us shots, get on the mic.
Yeah.
Like we could always have a quote unquote open mic to give the people. I don't know, man. I think it's a great idea.
I do too. I love this.
So, but yeah, basically, I guess what we're trying to say is we're NASCAR guys now.
Yes, big time. I agree.
So,
So I had a decent weekend
Love
in,
it.
in Wheeling.
Tell us about it.
So big weekend, one of the biggest weekends in Wheeling is the Ogilvy Fest, and I was there for 2 nights in a row.
Start cutting some nuts, JT, while I was talking. Sorry, Bubba. Go ahead.
Oh, no, you're good.
Good, Bubba. Good.
Very fall, very fun. Drinking right out of the pitcher, for 2 days straight, and then I had Monday off, so I drank and watched sports all day. Started watching Liverpool lose, and then watched the Steelers get absolutely murdered like usual. So it was a very fun weekend. I think I'm done drinking though. I'm on the record, officially on the record. I'm taking a break.
Is it catching up with you?
It is, yeah. It's just too much. It's getting to be too much.
Now, are you gonna drink this weekend?
Probably.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I just didn't know how serious we were being about this, but
I'm trying to be very serious. We have a hockey game Friday, so
Okay.
I think I'll be okay on Friday. Hopefully, 10 p.m. start. It would be very hard to come back to Wheeling and drink Friday.
yeah, agreed.
So I'm holding out hope, but Saturday is going to be tough.
Yeah. So let me say this. The Ogilvy Fest, I feel like we've all said it's a great Wheeling event. Like probably, JT, I think you say it's Wheeling's greatest. Like, definitely is an incredible event.
There's one above.
Oh, well, there's one above
The
you.
Wheeling Brewfest.
Okay. It looked packed.
It was absolutely packed. Again, it's my favorite. Friday was packed, and it was a little tough. And then Saturday was even more packed.
Really?
Yes, it was insane. Yeah, like we were, big dance floor guy.
Yeah, for sure,
at the end of the
100%.
night.
Dude, it looked like a great time.
It was a great time, but it was tough to get the dance floor Saturday. It was tough to walk around a little bit, like within the beer tent thing.
Yeah.
And then it's typical Facebook people. I went, and this guy that grew up here, moved away. He's like, went to the Ogilvy Fest, not like it used to be.
Oh, okay.
of course.
Okay.
Of
Not
course.
nearly as packed as it used to be.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I bet, dude. Dude, what? I'm just.
I physically don't know how it could be more packed than it was on Saturday.
Yeah.
I physically don't understand how people go out of their ways to complain about everything.
Well, Bubba, if your story came to a conclusion, I have a story about an old guy.
let me just say, I'm still. What was the deal with everybody getting on the table?
Yeah, what's up with that?
I've never seen that before.
I don't know. That was a very Saturday thing. And unfortunately, I was also on the table at one point.
Did somebody
Nice.
fall?
I don't think so. I don't know. It was a very big hootenanny thing. Just everyone's, I don't know, started getting on the table, which I haven't seen before either.
Yeah, because again, I could be wrong. I heard some girl fell and like really got hurt.
Really? See,
Yeah,
that's
I don't know.
Something I'm not aware of. I don't know.
I don't know. But I found that hysterical. I mean, the later the night goes, I'm watching IG stories and Snapchat stories, and everybody's just on the table.
Yeah, at one point there was like a group of girls that are on a table, and I, was kind of like, what are they doing? Whatever.
Gotta
And
get to
then
the bottom of this.
Yeah, but at the end of the night, like half of the people were on the table, and I suspect it might have been because it was so packed.
Well, I mean, that makes
people
sense.
were just
though.
getting out of the way,
you-
just standing up.
You
on the
had
table.
that top row view from
Yeah.
on the table.
That's true.
Yeah, you did. So
But-
we were kind of together, but not together, because you were on top of the table,
You're
on
right.
the top row, and we were on the top row as well. So like
Both
we
could
were
have been
s-
higher.
We were spiritually together.
That's right.
Love
And-
that.
Dude, I just want to say too, Charlotte, awesome city.
Oh, it's one of the best.
It actually really is. Like that's my second time there. The first stint was pretty quick, but I got the same vibes this time around. Like it's amazing, and I'm sure everybody that's listening to this that lives in a big city or is from a big city is just going to be like, duh. But it's amazing how you just Uber to one part of the city and you literally can walk, and there are just, I'm going to exaggerate here, hundreds of bars and breweries and all that stuff that you literally can just walk to like 3 blocks away.
Yeah, it's unfathomable as someone who lives here, but I agree. And it's like, I'm not like a world travel by any means, but it has that big city feel where there's like tons of shit to do. But it also, I feel like, doesn't have like the huge city problems. Like it's really clean.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Like
It
you
is
don't
very
see
clean.
crime really. You don't, you know what I mean?
Dude, and we went shopping in the Tacova store. No
Bro,
free shout outs, but
don't-
shouting them out. Dude, you got
Don't
the
get me-
booze in there. They were giving out
No.
alcohol.
Where at?
The Tacova.
It's a Boots
it's a
country
Boots
In a
store.
retail store?
Bro.
Yeah.
We walk in, the guy's like, "Oh, how can I get you guys something to drink?" And I'm like thinking, "Yeah, I'll
You
have
got
a
some
water.
water,
I'll have a
yeah.
water, thank you." One, it was free, and two, he goes, "We got water, we got beer, we got
Wow.
seltzer while you're shopping."
That's
They
awesome.
had a bar in there. It was crazy.
That's what
I didn't even think that would be legal
probably isn't. I don't know.
because it was incredible. Like they had like an actual bar in there. I was like, "What?"
Fuck
Yeah.
online shopping.
Ser-
You've won me
Seriously.
back.
It was my favorite store. Like Angie asked me like what my favorite place we stopped at Saturday, thinking I'd give like a restaurant or a bar. I said the Tacova store. Like I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, he literally was just like, my friends will come in here during the week and drink 4 or 5 seltzers while I work. And I'm like, that's just
awesome.
insane. But the more we thought about it when we left, it's like, what a
It
brilliant
is.
model. Get
Because-
people, because things are expensive, get
Mhm.
them to loosen up a little bit, get a couple seltzers
Yeah.
in 'em.
Yeah.
Once
know-
you get a little buzz on, you're more likely to buy
Much.
something.
Yeah.
Much more
Then all of a
likely.
sudden that $500 turns into 4 payments of $125, and you're like, oh, I can budget this.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But dude, I want a donut, man.
Well, let me tell my story,
All right,
and
sorry.
then we will go because I'm itching really bad. I'll keep this quick. Bubba, back to your point, saying how the old guy was like, "Oh, this is not how it used to be." I was at a store this week for work.
This is funny, actually.
Actually, this is actually incredible that this happened to me. I forget what we were talking about. Like we were having like a good conversation, and then it went to the point where, oh well, the young generation has no common sense. It goes to that somehow, and I'm like, oh god, here
Always
we fucking
does.
go. I'm like, here we go with this. In the same breath, I swear to God, he's like, you probably believe that the Earth is a sphere.
Oh
I swear to
no.
God, dude.
Oh,
I swear
no.
to God. I swear to God. I was like, because it is.
Yes, sir, I do.
That's what I said, because it is. He goes, no, see, you just believe everything you hear. He goes, the Earth is flat.
Oh my god.
You want to know why? Because when water settles, it flattens out. That was what he said. And I was like, okay. And then he
What
pulled-
year did we discover gravity?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
know.
wasn't gonna do it. I wasn't. I was like, okay. And then he shows me this 1.5 minute long video of this video explaining that the Earth is actually flat, and we've been fooled because Antarctica is not a continent at the bottom in the South Pole. It is actually an ice wall that surrounds the diameter of the Earth and keeps the oceans from falling out off the edge.
Dude, how stupid does
Bro,
that sound?
I mean, that's a wild theory.
He goes, it is wild, but he goes, do you see what I mean? And I'm like, I literally said, no. I said, you're not convincing me that the Earth is flat. I'm sorry. You guys know me. I can get down with some conspiracies. That one, sorry.
It's like one of those things where you're like, yes, I can understand what you're saying, but I don't believe you for a
Yeah,
second.
I get what you're saying.
I
but
wish
you're
we
a
could have him
psycho.
on though.
I would love that.
I would
I'll
love to
ask-
have just an hour of
I'll ask him.
uninterrupted talk.
Is,
I'll
is he
listen.
local?
No, it's like an hour away, but
Ah,
maybe
dude.
he'll come.
Yeah.
Oh, so I thought this was a guy you ran into,
No,
like in Charlotte.
oh no, I'm sorry. This was a work guy.
Oh,
Which makes
at
it
a
even
store.
funnier.
Yeah.
This,
It
does
is,
make it
this is
funnier.
why he was doing his job.
Yeah,
He's
while I
trying to
was
convince
working.
a rep that the Earth's flat.
It's like, damn.
Oh man.
But anyway, yeah, let's get into these
Yeah,
donuts.
let's
So,
get into some donuts, man.
we will go one by one. They've given us 7 flavors. We're gonna also actually say,
Which is unreal. Thank you.
I
by
will
the way.
thank you very much. I will
What a
name the
great
7
spread.
flavors. We will us 3 say which one we think our favorite will be. We will go through them all, taste them, and at the end we will tell you guys which one our favorite actually is. All right, so we got blueberry lemon, brown sugar cinnamon, fruity pebbles, cinnamon toast crunch, and box 2. We got pumpkin cheesecake, Oreo, and glaze.
Oh my god.
So
dude.
I think my favorite out of the 3,
out of the 3.
out of the 7, I had a brain fart there. I'm gonna have to say I think my favorite will be. This is actually very tough.
It is tough.
I'm keeping it old school. I'm gonna say I bet you I like the glazed one the best.
Okay. What about you, Harold?
It's a very JT pick.
It was, but
I'm
that's what
glad
I'm
you
gonna say.
stuck to it. I'm a huge Oreo guy. Cookies and cream, everything of that sort. But I'm gonna go with the pumpkin cheesecake.
Yeah, that one looks.
I think Oreo is gonna be number 2. I think I'm gonna like the pumpkin cheesecake
And
first.
I'm confidently going to say that I agree with you. I think cinnamon toast crunch was the one that got me like all tingly, but then you said pumpkin cheesecake, and I was like, kind of your example. That's kind of going to be the one. So we'll see. I'm excited.
CT Crunch is gonna be interesting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, guys, bear with us. This could take us forever, so just deal with it.
Oh yeah.
Because we're enjoying these. Sorry. So first with the blueberry lemon.
Yeah. Let's try. Let's do a little blue. Yeah, dude. I mean, yeah, we'll take our time. They're gonna listen. They're gonna watch.
Are we all gonna eat the same one at the same time? That
Yeah.
probably that makes sense.
Yeah. This is more of a, and by the way, if you are listening, shout out to you for listening. This is definitely more of a visual episode. Please go to the YouTube, the Juicebox Podcast, subscribe, like, comment, everything.
Okay.
Interesting.
Which one's this?
Blueberry lemon. Ooh.
So I instantly taste the lemon.
Yes.
Big fan of lemon.
Same.
Blue.
I
Go ahead.
like this one more than I thought I would.
That's a great. Agree. The blueberry snot. Dude, this is insane. You bite into this and it tastes like lemon, and then when you're swallowing it, it instantly changes to blueberry.
And it's sweet.
It is
It's
sweet.
Very
It's not,
sweet.
yeah, it's not like when I thought lemon, I was thinking it's going to be too lemony.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Which you can taste the lemon,
Wow.
but it's like
That's
very,
really good.
it's very. I'm going to say it. It's very good.
Yeah, and that won't be the first time you
I
hear
like
say
that one. Okay.
What were we rolling to next?
We're going to go just with the order. We'll go. Wait, I'm confused. What did I do?
Yeah, what did you do?
No. We're good. No, we're good. Here's the brown sugar cinnamon one.
Which I got a good feeling.
This was
that
always
is
my
gonna
favorite
suck.
Pop-Tart, so
Yeah.
here, go ahead, Bubba. Yeah.
Brown sugar cinnamon. Cheers, boys.
You can tell how fresh they are too.
Yeah.
They made these specifically for us.
They did, and thank you again. Wow, this one. Honestly, this
It's
is
not- It's not too overpowering
That-
with sweetness.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
You
It's
know what I'm
not.
saying?
It's not overwhelming in the best way possible.
See, that one's
Yeah.
a problem because that's the one at home I would eat 9 of.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh. Do you guys want almond milk? I didn't even pour any.
Oh
I'll
yes.
take some almond
I'm
milk.
taking some almond milk.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the gold medal. Like Dave Portnoy always eats cheese pizza.
Yeah.
That's what that tastes like. It's plain, but it's delicious.
Honestly, that
It's a,
yeah,
it's
that
a
is
great,
the-
great
perfect.
foundation to build on right
that
there.
is the perfect way to describe it. Harold, I'm not even gonna try to describe it. You just described it perfectly. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Oh, I spilled some almond milk, but
Sorry, man. Sorry, man.
Oh, no.
And for the listeners
I
at
don't wanna
home,
spill them again.
do you guys consider almond and oat milk, or is it almond water? Because I mean, it's kind of almond water, but whatever.
Well, I
think-
mean, yeah. I mean, in theory, you're correct, but I will not take the almond milk slander.
This is the first time I've had almond milk. Pretty good.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, I love almond milk. I get frustrated when they call it milk.
Damn.
All right, we're getting into the big ones now
Almond milk
with all the a lot of accessories on these next
Let's
ones.
do it.
Yeah.
Let's do.
We'll
this.
go with the fruity pebbles.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, nice. You cut them all already.
Yeah.
Smart.
because you cut me off mid conversation of the podcast and said, "JT, start cutting some nuts."
I just wanted it to be known that was a great idea. Wow.
Oh man, the crunch is a nice
Yeah.
addition to a donut,
The texture of this is unbelievable.
It's one whole breakfast on a donut.
bro.
Agreed.
Okay,
I'm kind of nervous now because
No,
this
this one-
has changed my.
bro. This one is my top so far, 100%. This is, I love it because I've never had a crunchy like the donut itself is soft, but then the little extra crunch of the cereal. Oh man, oh my gosh.
So I'm gonna go out on a limb and say
Oh
that
my god,
that donut
that is so good.
that donut was like I have high expectations for all these donuts.
Holy
That
fuck.
one exceeded like the
Mm.
expectation that I had.
Wow.
And it's actually getting me excited for the next one.
Yeah, I agree. All right, on to Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Harold, you're the man.
Yeah,
for
you're doing a
this.
great
You're doing
job, Harold.
You're doing a great job, man.
Thank you.
Oh man, you hooked me up, bro.
Mm.
Oh, yep.
This is my favorite cereal, by the way.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, it makes sense. I was going to say same vibe as the last one,
Yeah.
but instead of Fruity Pebbles, you got Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
See, I'm a big texture guy these days on donuts.
Oh, man.
So I greatly
This is-
appreciate donuts.
This
like
is
these.
tough. I'm going to have a hard time picking which one's my favorite.
Yeah, because out of the 4, I couldn't even pick. Like I don't. Yeah, I'm gonna have to just make a split
Wow.
second.
All right, on to the pumpkin cheesecake.
Oh my god, that was so
Man,
good.
this is going to be a messy one. Jake, you might have to grab.
Thank you. All right, boys. Cheers.
Cheers.
And again, this is the one that me and Bubba said will be our favorites. Let's see if it lives up to the hype.
Oh man,
I'm
the
shook.
most fall donut to ever
Yep.
exist.
Is this? Are we being biased though because it's fall season? Like this is really good.
No, it's definitely very good.
But like I'm wondering if I'm.
I think if you ate that in the summer, you'd be like, "Oh man, this just gets me excited for fall."
That you're right.
You
You're
know
right.
what I'm saying?
Oh, it's beautiful.
I've always been a big pumpkin pie guy, pumpkin bread guy. Very good.
I'm just extremely impressed with all these because when it comes to donuts specifically, you'll have donuts where it's like it's it's supposed to taste like this and it's supposed to taste like that.
Wow.
And it kind of doesn't, and you just trick yourself that it tastes like what it says.
Yeah.
Every single donut that we've eaten so far has tasted exactly what the names are.
That was pumpkin pie.
That was pumpkin
yeah.
pie.
Tastes exactly like pumpkin pie.
Yes. Agreed.
Wow. All right.
All right, let's take a pause for a second.
Yeah, let's take a pause. Let's clean our palates a little bit.
Yeah, I want to know because we got 2 left. No one's ever going to sleep on the glazed.
Nope.
I'm guessing this Oreo one is going to be incredible. How are we feeling so far? Like which one? Okay, let's rank the first box of our favorite. I know mine easily. What out of the first box? And mine, surprisingly, is the Fruity Pebble one. I think that one is just absolutely incredible.
I'm going to have the more plain pick. I'm going with it was at cinnamon brown sugar.
Mm-hmm.
I really like that one.
Yes.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess this isn't going to surprise anybody. Cinnamon Toast Crunch blew my socks off, and I don't have socks on anymore to tell you how good those were.
I like how we all had different answers.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, and
it just shows how good they all are.
Yeah,
no, there is no one clear one is better than the other.
Agreed.
You know what I'm saying?
Now let me ask you guys this. We can digest a little bit. What is your favorite environment or situation to have a donut in?
Oh, bro. Like just a morning weekend. Like I'm stealing this from Big Cat, but like just a nice box of donuts before like a football game on a Saturday morning with your coffee. Oh, I'm going just a Saturday morning with your coffee.
All right.
Donut.
I know.
I mean, that was going to be mine.
Yeah. Well, okay. Hey, we're allowed to have this.
Yeah.
For me, it's that box of donuts that you get that first morning waking up on your vacation.
Okay.
Ooh.
I like that a lot.
So
That's a good
like
point.
your dad, your grandpa, your aunt, whoever it is, they'll go out.
Because there's no shame on vacation.
No shame on vacation. You're
there-
always going to have those people that wake up early.
Calories don't exist on vacation.
You
So,
come back, you go upstairs, you have 12 to 24 dog nuts just sitting there ready to be devoured. So that's my favorite dog
I
nut
like
vibe.
it. All right, I know we're ready to move on.
Let's do it.
We're staring at these bad
Yeah, we
boys.
are.
Go for it, Harry.
Let's go, man. And this is Oreo, right?
Yes.
Which, biasly, I'm shocked. JT, did you say this was going to be your fave? Oh, I'm shocked. JT used to eat pounds of Oreos every day, so.
Yep. You good? Oh man, that's like a
I just had to jump back out of my chair because it just knocked me out, dude. That's
just
very
like
good.
going to Dairy Queen and getting a cookies and cream blizzard, but in donut form.
Yeah. I mean, again, and I am being very biased, very honest here. I would literally, I'd tell you if I thought they sucked. All of these have been amazing. I'm just very impressed of how well, like with these Oreos, Fruity Pebbles, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, it's like the flavor's not overdone. Like you get
No,
to taste every
completely
single
agree.
part of the
It's
donut.
see, yeah. Here's the thing with some sweet things. So, and you guys will definitely agree. Some things are too like chocolatey or too sweet or whatever. Where you're like, man, I could only have one of those.
Yeah.
It's too much. I don't feel that with any of these. I
Agreed.
could eat 6 of them.
Yeah.
Of
I
every
agree.
flavor.
Yeah.
Perfect way to put it.
And honestly,
Jake.
they're so good, and I'm just sitting here thinking, like, dude, I'm getting so stuffed in the best way. Like, I don't even know if I'll be able to drink for this WV
Yeah.
game later.
And I'm about to dive into a whole
Wait till
glaze.
halfway through it.
Yeah, I'll be needing a drink or 7.
All right, on to the last one. I'm taking a whole one.
Oh, I'm not taking a whole one. You're not? I'm just gonna take a bite of one. I'll put it back in the box.
Oh.
Yeah, I can't eat it. I mean, I could.
I'm gonna eat the whole
And
one.
this
I
is
am.
just traditional glaze, right?
Mm-hmm. That's a fucking good donut right
That's
there.
a great
boys.
donut. I lied. I'm eating the whole thing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh man. And
Uh,
again, shout out SONUTS for donuts.
Shout out.
The fact that they brought us literal fresh
Mhm.
donuts is unbelievable.
Yeah, and guys, you can find them literally like all over Wheeling. I'll give you a couple of locations they'll be in. So Monday when this comes out, they'll be at the hospital from 11 to 4 p.m. Let's see.
Say dates too.
Yeah, Monday. Monday. Wow, I forgot what month it was. October 17th. Saturday the 22nd, they'll be at West Lib's homecoming.
Which I know we have West Lib listeners. So people that are up there, big homecoming, go get yourself some donuts, man.
Literally, I mean, you pull up their site is sonutsfordonuts.com and their calendar's here, and they just got stuff like every day. So just go check them out and go get some donuts. All right, do we all know our favorite?
It's gonna be tough.
It is tough.
I gotta contemplate it. For
It
a
is
second.
tough.
But I'm ready to make a decision.
I actually think I do have mine. And I say this with no doubt in my mind. The reigning champion for me of SONUTS Donuts flavors. I'm going to Oreo.
Wow. It doesn't shock me though.
I was thinking it was going to be too sweet, like too much sweetness and goodness, but it wasn't. It was just the donut was perfect and just a little sprinkle of Oreos on top. That's my favorite one. I'm
Love
going
it.
to Oreo.
Love it.
I'm sticking with the cinnamon brown sugar. I thought it was a perfect donut.
Okay.
I could sit here and eat 12 and a half of those.
Okay. And I'm also going to listen. The one I originally said, the pumpkin cheesecake, is definitely number 2. But I'm flip flopping. I'm going with the cinnamon toast crunch. I thought the cinnamon toast crunch was phenomenal. I guess it may be biased, but it can't be biased. That's like my favorite kind of stuff. So cinnamon toast crunch was unbelievable, but truly, 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 not one of those donuts that did I bite into and I'm like, dang, I'm gonna have to make something up about this. Like
Yeah, agreed.
the
Right,
flavors hit my tongue like no other.
My taste buds were dancing with joy
Yeah,
on
agreed.
every bite.
Agreed.
But I mean,
Yeah, truly.
That's all I got. That's all I got.
Truly, we're just here, guys. We again, I want to shout out SONUTS for Donuts. They reached out. We had a great conversation back and forth. just two local businesses grinding, trying to do their thing. Greatly appreciate them for supporting us and putting their trust into us to do this on our show, and hoping going forward we have a great relationship with them, and hopefully we can do a couple collabs. So I just want to say, make sure to follow them on Instagram. Head to their website. They do have merch on their website as well. It's pretty cool. Backpacks, long sleeve shirts.
Backpacks.
Yeah, backpacks.
Very cool.
Wow.
Very cool.
They got it for you YouTubers. They have a sweet ass logo.
They do have a
So
sweet
check
ass
out
logo.
their site to get some merch.
Yeah. And basically, shout out to episode 149.5.
Yes,
The big 150 will be coming out next week. And again, I just want to say thanks. Shout out SONUTS for Donuts. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter @JuiceFisherman. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube, the Juicebox Podcast. And as we always say, and I always say, I greatly appreciate all of you, and I hope you all have a great weekend.
Yes, I couldn't agree more with everything Jake said. Thank you so much, SONUTS for Donuts. Check out their website, sonutsfordonuts.com. Check them out on Instagram, SONUTS for Donuts on Instagram. They were all delicious. And secondly, just very nice of them to involve themselves with us. And we're definitely going to collab again. We're probably going to have them on the pod. You guys can see their faces in the actual flesh, and shout out them. They are awesome. I love their donuts. Now I'm going to have a problem every time I drive past their truck because I'm going to want to stop and get some donuts. You guys can find me at John Theodore Nixon on Instagram. That's John Theodore Nixon on Instagram. I'm on the Juicebox Podcast Twitter. That's at the Juicebox Pod. That's at the Juicebox Pod. Follow us on Facebook, the Juicebox Podcast. We are not the diabetes, the Juicebox Podcast.
Follow me on Twitter at Bubba Slider, I think. Follow me on Instagram at @the_Harry Slider. While you're buying your SONUTS for Donuts backpacks, hit up one of us for our limited edition breast cancer awareness official Juicebox Podcast t-shirts. They are fire.
There's not a better combo than a t-shirt and a donut. I mean, they go together like spaghetti and meatball. But yeah, Juicebox are not here. It's ZAR, Z as in zebra, A as in apple, R as in Reebok.
Don't get it twisted.
Bye-bye.